of that growing up. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Feet looking like cinder blocks.
No, not at all. Not at all. Come on now. Stop hating. What, RC? What you got to say about that, man?
No, I'm just saying, like, Dan's in the back watching. I got the big arms. I'm like the 40, 50-year-old dude that still lifts the weights that just goes to, like, the prison joint. But why is Dan in the back in them shorts?
Honestly,
That's true. That's true. That's you right there.
kind
That's
of
you.
looks, I mean, the calves are much better than my calves. But other than that, it looks relatively accurate.
So you're going to sit here and say you
He
look
doesn't
good.
have
That's
cables.
what you're saying?
That's
I
for sure.
honestly,
Oh, my Lord.
You drinking a milk?
Oh, my Lord. You know.
no, I think that's a soda or something like that. I don't drink
With you, that's probably a protein drink or something like that. You said you don't drink that?
Get your cool power.
What?
Here's
What
the
else?
other thing, though, guys. Normally, like, the face or the head doesn't fit the person. This is actually the perfect Dan mannequin to put his head on.
I think it looks good.
Well done.
I think it looks good.
Not
I
as
think
tan as
I
me
mean,
in my arms.
the humble Dan Orlovsky. I mean, oh my Lord. Just be quiet, man. It's not cool.
You're talking about humility?
Me, of course. I'm one of the most humble dudes you'll ever meet in your
Man,
life.
break
I'm one
this
of the most,
mug over my head,
I'm one
bro.
of the most humble dudes you'll ever meet in your life. You understand what I'm saying?
You
Hey,
just
that's
told
my
us.
story, and I'm
When I
sticking
think
to
of
it.
humility, I think of Stephen A.
That's right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, RC, by the way, I approved that mess. I approved that mess. Dan, let's get right to
Okay,
it.
Fred.
You're taking Aaron Rodgers to throw at least 2 touchdowns. What makes you so confident?
Yeah, number one, the style of offense, and then number two, Cincinnati doesn't have anybody that can handle DK Metcalf. We've seen Aaron Rodgers get outside of the pocket a good amount this year. I love that, specifically down in the red zone. And also, this passing game for Pittsburgh is somewhat simple. They're going quick game, or they're going one-on-one to DK. I think that bodes well for them. DK's going to get 1, and I expect Aaron to get at least 2.
RC, let's go to you. You're going with Jamar Chase having 7 or more receptions. Why?
I mean, if you watch the second half of that game, Joe Flacco was clearly dependent on Jamar Chase. They moved him around in the formation. They threw to him every time he had an opportunity for one-on-ones. And I know Darius Slay and Joey Porter Jr. will be on the outside, but I expect Jamar Chase to come up with a ton of touches in this game.
Mina, let's go to you. You think Kenneth Gainwell will have at least 3 catches. Why are you going with this?
He's had 4 or more targets in all but 1 game this season, 6 in the last 2 games. Dan was correct. This Steelers offense is either one-on-ones to DK or quick game, and Gainwell is often on the receiving end of those quick game targets from Aaron Rodgers.
Gotcha. So to recap, we're going with Aaron Rodgers to throw at least 2 touchdowns, Jamar Chase having 7 or more catches, and Kenneth Gainwell to get at least 3 receptions. If you want to ride with us, we've made it a parlay for you over on ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Just open the app and look for the first take cover 3 parlay on the home page. Back to some NFL action on the field yet again. Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears flipped the script on the Commanders with an upset on Monday night. Williams threw for a touchdown and ran for another in Chicago's last-second win. Despite the outcome, the young quarterback has still received his fair share of criticism. Here's Caleb on how he deals with all the noise.
I could care less. It's kind of how I think I've said multiple times over my time being here. Fair, not. Life isn't fair. People are going to say what they have to say. We win, we lose. People have stuff to say. It was lucky, it was not lucky. People have stuff to say. Have a bad game, have a good game. People have stuff to say. So it doesn't matter. We're only worried about what's going on here within this building and with these guys. So that's all I can say about that.
Let's go to you first, T.O. Do you like, love, or hate these comments from Caleb?
Oh, I love them. I mean, that's exactly the reality, and you love hearing that from the franchise quarterback, the young player that realizes no matter what he does, no matter what that team does, there's always going to be people who have something to say. We're a part of it. It's our job as well, though. So the fact that at least he's publicly saying that is a good thing. The next level for him is to make sure that he follows it with his actions. He follows it with not being upset or sensitive to when people are going to jump on him or criticize his play or whatnot. So I think he handled that situation very well, and they're 3 in a row. He's played good. He's played consistently improved football. He's saying the right things.
What about you, Mina?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think for those who don't know, the comment there that caught my eye was that it was lucky, which I believe is a reference to a comment that our colleague Troy Aikman made during the game about a busted coverage on the part of the Commanders. Troy was not wrong, but neither is Caleb. He is completely well within his rights to poke a little fun at that and take issue with it. So did the head coach, by the way, Ben Johnson. He kind of addressed it as well. I love it. I love this team, embracing that us against the world mentality. We see this all the time with great teams. I think it's totally fine for the quarterback to make a little joke about it, and Dan is right. It really just comes down to whether or not he backs it up with his play.
Yeah. RC, what are your thoughts?
Well, the big thing is this, guys. Like, Caleb Williams has always been the best. Like, legitimately, he was the best high school quarterback. He takes Spencer Rattler's job at Oklahoma. He wins the Heisman in his first year at USC. He's always been the best. So the outside noise is not something that's new to him. It just has a different tune right now. But think back to Caleb Williams being criticized for his behavior or for his fingernails or for the way he reacts to a loss. Like, this has been this dude's life for the entirety of his career. I love the way he's approaching this. I love the competitiveness I see in his face on the side. When he isn't playing well, when his team isn't performing well. And I also like what's happening with Ben Johnson there. This is a dude that's tough on Caleb Williams, a dude that expects greatness from Caleb Williams, that holds him accountable. All that matters is what's going on in that building. And for Caleb Williams to say this says, I do hear it, but I can't allow it to affect who I am. And I love what we've seen from him the last 3 weeks since we watched him sort of come out and have a breakout game against the Dallas Cowboys.
RC, I agree with you. Mina and Dan, here's where I would push back and challenge, and to a lesser degree, RC. My issue is, what did Troy Aikman say that was so insulting? See, I get where y'all coming from, where we like the attitude from Caleb Williams. I believe in the brother. I believe the brother's got skills. And I've religiously brought up the fact that his first 18 games of the season, last year 17 games, he didn't miss a start, being sacked 68 times, on pace to only be sacked 34 times. This year was going to be a vast improvement, all right? Sack going to be cut in half. His first 18 games of his career, starting game 1 of this season, he had 3 different head coaches and 4 different offensive coordinators. But here's the part that I want to bring up, which really doesn't have anything to do with football as much as it does about life. Where was the insult? Troy Aikman was talking about the cats scampering down the sideline of Swift, and he just said they were lucky on that particular play. Okay? We know that the Chicago Bears didn't play their best game. They know they didn't play their best game. I'm just thinking about it from the standpoint, I get the attitude, and I understand it that it's good for him to be competitive because, like RC said, he's pretty much been number 1, the best, etc. My concern, my issue is, could you at least make sure that the criticism is legitimate? All right? Because to me, it really, really wasn't. Well, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck is calling a Monday Night Football game. If he sits up there and says a particular play was luck or this particular win was luck because y'all can play better and you didn't, my God, that's not the end of the world.
Okay, I agree.
What's the problem?
So I didn't hear Troy's comments on the game, obviously, because we had.
He was commenting about the one play. That's
sure, the out route for the touchdown.
Right,
okay.
That's right.
Here's what I would say on that. Troy is, first of all, one of the greatest of all time and one of the best in the industry. So there is a reality where, yes, as a quarterback, like you caught a break that they missed the stack on the coverage. Also, you made the play, like you made the right thing. I remember last week, Baker Mayfield having a blown coverage by the defense that they were playing against, and forget who they played against, and him hitting that long